behind. He'll only slow us down. Your heart will be your guide. Raise the sails and take the helm. That legendary place that the end of the map reveals is only legendary until someone proves it real. Through all the trouble of times, through the heartache and through the pain, know that I will be there to stand by you, just like I know you'll stand by me. So come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams. Together we will find everything that we're looking for. There's always room for you if you want to be my friend. We are on the cruise. We are.
Area.
Yes.
He had like a total crew of like 5 ships, ranging of hundreds of crew members, and he had a bounty of like 30 million on him.
Okay. And what was Harrigan's again?
Harrigan's was 60 million.
Okay, so he's strong, but he's not Harrigan. Just to
Right.
presume. So, but she
I don't
killed
understand
him.
what these bounties you're talking about.
I'm
Is
saying,
this-
I look at you, I'm like, this woman never existed before her husband's death, and her husband was a strong pirate, and she killed him. So we can't underestimate this woman by no means.
So,
Alright.
so like with the bounties, it's basically just a higher bounty.
Higher bounty, a stronger
one.
pirate. It
So I
doesn't.
guess for reference, a billion-berry bounty is like fucking strong as fuck. So like, a 30 million is basically like what you get to start off with.
Average.
Okay.
It's what you get to start off. It's like your first bounty.
Yes.
Okay.
And you get
And
higher
so
bounty.
Harrigan has a 60 million, but
He was a
he lost his whole crew in a fucking big old duke out with the Marines.
Okay.
And that's why he was recruiting and slave dating people.
And did he become a
Because he needed
warlord?
to recruit. Well, he was trying to be.
Okay, I was about to say, because warlord's bounty freezes when you become a warlord.
All right, moving on.
I'm just saying, it's part of the game.
So yes, you follow her back, and you guys are on the Umisuka, your ship, of course, the Sea Whisk, and you sail it into the cove, and you see a ship that's larger than your own, but it's definitely in bad repairs. Like, it's been hit by a storm very roughly. The mast has crashed down. Like there's pieces missing on the sides. It seems like it's on the brink of sinking, even in this small little inlet. Yes.
I go and check out the ship.
We're like on another ship. We're like driving by it, aren't we?
Yeah, so you can try and perceive from where you are, so you can roll for that real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like run, jump, if there's like a rope that swings, and then I'm gonna try to just launch myself to the other ship.
She's like, wow, that's a spirited captain. What do you roll?
10.
A
Plus
10?
your Dex, 13.
Yeah. So you see him go to like swing, and he swings, and he tries to nail the ship, and he actually fails and like falls into the water.
Oh
You
my.
see him in the water. She's like, wow, that's a spirited captain you have.
It's a good thing we're. Yeah.
Can I like Eldritch blast the water out?
You know, like, just like shoot yourself out like a
Yep.
dolphin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Roll
you're
for
just
it, see
in
how
the
well you
water
do.
now?
Both hands.
Yeah. So you get advantage.
Nice.
Nice. And so with that, you just see your captain, and he just like dolphin shoots out of the water back onto your own ship.
And I was like,
Because he
Nice.
wasn't close enough to the other one.
Nice.
I put the anchor in on
I
our
was just
ship.
gonna save you, laddie.
No.
I put the anchor in on our ship, so
Like I
we're
said, you can
docked.
perceive it from where you are if you want to try and do that.
Yeah, I mean, we're checking it out.
Okay, roll a perception check, everyone. Yeah. You rolled that was a 1.
15.
18.
18?
18.
Okay.
18.
So with an 18, you're looking at the ship, and yeah, it definitely seems like it was ravaged by a storm, but upon like slightly closer inspection, you see like some like marks that almost seem like from like a battle. But not like ever, it's like really faint. Like you were like really looking really hard.
Where's
Where
the
she's
Jolly-
like, oh, what are you looking at, my friend?
What does the
who'd you
Jolly
find?
Roger look like?
The Jolly Roger?
Yeah.
You see like this bird, and the bird is actually like bedecked in like royal like clothing. So yeah, it's a magpie princess.
Oh, okay. Oh, aye. Keep yourself on guards around here. And I'll just pay.
What happened?
pay
Who
attention.
took? I asked the sheet captain, who did that to your ship?
What did what?
Is this your ship?
Of course.
What's the damage?
What happened here?
The
The
battle.
storm, do you not tell? Like, look at the.
Okay, but
monster's
what
been
are the
pounding
battle
like-
marks? That's burns. You don't
You
get
said
burns from the
battle
ocean.
marks? And she's like, oh, burn. Well, you know, there was some dissenters when I killed my husband. They weren't too happy. I had to get rid of them too.
I used to be a hunter a while back.
Why'd
and
you
I
kill
could-
your husband?
As I
Traitor.
was telling someone else.
A
He was
traitor.
going to betray the whole crew to the Marines.
Was he trying to be a warlord?
I don't know what he was trying to do, but
But he's your
he
husband.
definitely
kid.
had documents saying he was going to do
And
it.
I looked at her. I looked at you, and I looked at her. A pirate's life.
Yes. So I killed him, took control of the crew, but his blood brothers, they were not happy. They all dissented and left with the other ships, leaving me with my own. But then a violent storm hit and left us very weak, and so I needed a new crew.
And so now you think you're gonna be roping us in here?
Roping? I've already given it pretty plain. There is no roping.
There's just one problem, mistress. We have a captain.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to take his place, huh?
So an alliance is what you mean.
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, aye. So where do you think this treasure map is going to be leading us?
So, I have one piece. I need the other two, yeah? And the other two are with the other two captains that dissented.
Your brothers, your husband's brothers.
Blood brothers. But they ran into bad fates when they left the crew. Bad fates. I
Such
know
as?
where they are, but dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
Like what?
Such
Give us
as?
a little bit of a hint of what we're
One.
going with here.
One, Blackfoot, he got himself caught by the Marines and hung at their base there. I need to remember their names soon. I'll look in a minute, huh? But I have it written down actually.
No, it's fine. Continue. What about the other brother?
The other brother decided to try his luck against the great dragon Exlia. Yes,
Yeah.
he's a brine dragon, and he's very fierce. The crew at one time tricked him and got the piece from him, but the captain got cocky and decided to go back and try again for more treasure. Did not succeed this time.
Beat the dragon once, shame on me. Beat the dragon twice, no, you're
I'm
dead.
looking around on this island. Are we on a pretty big island? Is it medium?
Medium.
Pretty big size.
Yeah.
Where are these treasures now?
Oh, this is still like the same island, just a different like part of it.
Well, a
It's
coast.
just an inlet.
We're on the coast line, coastline.
So we're not in like an island. It's like a huge thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, so, like, it's a big island, and Lily White's a city on it, and
Okay,
this is just,
got
like, another inlet.
Think of Hawaii double.
Yeah. Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
Hawaii
okay,
double.
So, but yeah, and she's like, so, I know where to go, but I definitely need a brave crew and a willing ship to do it. Yes.
We'll do it.
We're your allies.
All right,
We're
yes.
behind you 100%, Captain.
With that, we'll party again tonight, huh?
This is your choice, right, Captain?
I cast protection from poison
Okay.
on myself.
All right. Beautiful.
Good, huh?
So I can drink as much as I want because alcohol is technically a poison.
Boom. And so with that,
I
you
pass
see
you a
Dr.
flask?
Mist getting wasted the whole night, seemingly, but not actually getting wasted.
I'm not blacked out.
Secretly.
I'm trying to keep my guard on because we're on a rival ship.
I puff
We're
a
on a-
purple cloud.
We're on another
my
cruise.
pipe.
We're on another cruise ship, so you got to keep your guard up because
Yeah.
again, a pirate's life.
So, as you go into the night, the party continues. You know, like seemingly everything's a good time.
I'm not killing him out.
Nothing any bad going on. You know, everyone's having a good time getting to know each other.
I'm
She has a
gonna.
various crew of different, you know, races, just like your guys. It's pretty varied.
Any minks, fishermen, giants,
Oh,
ghosts.
I mean, you know, some minks and everything like
There you
that. You know, they got a good variety too. Like
Alright.
she's
Take
you
it
know,
time.
obviously acquired people from different places, and so everyone's conjoining and everything together. There's still some daylight left in the day, and with you know the party going on, everyone's on the deck and it's going down. The sun's getting kind of low, but it's still hanging there. And as you're kind of hanging out, you kind of just hear like in the distance, like as loud as you could possibly imagine. And like in the distance, kind of off coming into like the inlet. And like as you kind of all look, you see like a rowboat kind of rowing in. And there seems to be a woman kind of like covered in like, you know, like a shawl and everything. And she's just wailing loud. Oh no! My babies! Help me, my babies!
Oi!
And
What are
she's
you
just
on about?
Rowing in. Oh no, my babies, they fell in! I was trying to get to the festival, but I couldn't battle the waters. Help! Oh!
Show me
I
where.
dive in!
And she's like rowing the boat closer and closer. Oh, please help me!
Sean,
You dive in?
yeah.
Okay, so he dives in to go help.
I'm checking
You see
out
the
this
captain.
chick.
Oh, you want to check her out? All right, roll to see if you can see what's up with her.
Natural 20.
I go in after our
So
captain
natural
because
20.
you just.
You
I go
kind
on
of look down, and the like you're looking really hard and sharply, even using maybe some sorcery involved to increase your eyesight. and you notice that actually she doesn't seem to be like a normal looking woman. Like, cause you got a good look at her face actually right now, and she's like, you know, like at her form, like, cause she's like rolling backwards toward you, but you notice she kind of seems more hunched over than she should be, and you kind of like, you know, like it seems weird what she's talking about, but she's just rowing closer and closer. Please help me.
She's not human. And then I hear a splash in the water. Captain, get it! Killian!
I go after him.
Killian
And
dives
you see
in.
Killian, two of them dive in, and they're going towards the boat.
I
and
look
you
back
hear,
at the hag or the chick.
Please help me! And then as she turns and laughs, yes, help me, please!
Oh,
Am
shit.
I under the ship?
Dude, you're in the water.
Am I under the ship, under the water?
As you two are in the water, you
Oh,
actually
she goes under
through
the
the in the water, you can actually see underneath her rowboat 3 giant crabs, like larger than what should be at any size or variable. And they're not even normal looking crabs. They almost have a humanoid shape to them. And they're swimming through the water with
I grab
very
your call.
fast
I grab your
speed.
call. Eldritch blast yourself
And
to the
they
ship,
see
Captain.
you two, and they see you two, and they're coming straight at
Captain,
you.
Eldritch blast yourself
While
to
the
the
hag up
ship.
top is.
I put my hand in the water and I
And
just
she
Eldritch
turns-
Blast out. As I'm up, I shoot
The
Eldritch
hag-
Blast at
I
the
pull
The
out
hag.
hag turns and shoots a fireball while you two are confronting the crab people below. So
At
as
the
she
water?
turns,
I Eldritch
she
blast it.
shoots a fireball. And roll against me real quick.
Yeah, and he Eldritch blasts
I know.
Ah!
Yep. And the fireball blasts through your fucking force of air and just nails the magpie princess where you guys are all standing. And a massive fire starts spreading among the fucking ship.
But
Okay, so what did you do below?
I shot Eldritch
Okay,
Blast
you tried
out,
to shoot
and then-
Eldritch Blast out. Now roll and see if you can get out of the crab's grasp because they saw you before. Because they saw you jump in and they instantly swarmed you before you even noticed them.
I'm trying to cut their arms off whenever I get a chance to roll.
Oh,
Yes.
phew.
So you just all of a sudden see the captain. So all of a sudden,
And then-
dolphins shoot out of the water.
As
Up-
I'm in the air,
Okay, 1 second.
shoot-
He shoots up out of the water. Now that leaves Killian facing against 3 giant crabs.
2 crabs. And all I see before I start going under is, somebody get me out of here as I take both blades out. Let's go. And the cares. Here we go!
Oh.
10, 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, 1 misses.
3.
Okay,
Oh, tie.
one ties, so roll again for against 1.
Oh.
That's good. Is that 19?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, 2 of the giant crabs, you're able to deflect 1. The first one that comes in, you're able to swing your sword fast enough to deflect it, and you're able to bounce the giant crab around to your side. The other 2, though, are able to pincer in and grab you for at least fucking 6 damage apiece.
Okay, so 12.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the evil witch.
Okay, so you're gonna do that, and so as you're blasting out of the water, you're actually going so fast out of the water to get out of the crab's grasp. You're able to not even do anything as you shoot past this hag. You shoot past the hag up onto your ship instead of the magpie princess that's on fire. From where you jumped in,
and
you
then
jumped
while
out.
I'm on the ship, I just literally pull the cannonballs out of the cannons, put my hands in, and then
Okay.
push like Eldritch Blast the
the
cannons
cannons.
off onto the hag.
Cannonball.
Okay, so try and roll. You're gonna have to roll really good to see if you can blast these cannons strong enough onto the hag.
Oh.
Ooh. So you go in to blast these cannons. You're able to get enough force in one hand to shoot one cannon off. It doesn't get far enough to hit her. It gets close enough. It splashes in and causes a wave. Pushes her closer to the burning magpie, though.
Okay, so I still cast Sacred Flame on this, the hag.
Oh my gosh.
So you're finding, and so yeah, she's now closer. Now you want to see. So you see this cannon shoot off of your guys' ship, land in the water, just missing her, but pushing her towards you closer. What did you want to do to her?
Shoot Sacred Flame.
Okay, give it a go.
7.
Ooh!
Oh.
Plus your what? Plus wisdom?
Wisdom
+4?
is +4, so 11.
Yeah. So you all of a sudden cast Sacred Flame at this hag on the boat, and all of a sudden her clothes just go up in a flame, and you see her kind of start to catch fire, but then ooze, just water oozes out of one of her pores, and just puts it out. She's like, I'm a part of the sea, my boy! And she laughs
the sea
again.
hag?
Yes. And she starts to nice. And she starts to cast You just see her kind of like laugh and kind of start doing this with her hands. If anyone wants to do a reaction while she's doing this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eldritch blaster straight down the head.
Shoot to the head. All right, give it a go. Did you want to try to do anything?
Yeah, I want to try to put her to sleep.
Okay.
I go.
Give it a go.
It's a whiz save.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm gonna.
15.
No.
Nice.
So as she goes to cast a spell, you see her just kind of sleeping. She goes.
Yeah.
So as I'm doing
It lasts for
that,
1
I'll
minute.
put my hand out and I'll shoot Eldritch Blast as she's sleeping.
Okay, so as she kind of goes to sleep, you just see Olo jump up and say, yes! Alright, shoot it. Ooh, as you go to shoot it, you miss her rowboat by just like a little bit, and it splashes the water. And the water kind of splashes on her face, just enough to kind of like...
I'm gonna.
She's not like awake.
I'm going
the
for a
water
crab.
kind of gave her a little bit of a
I'm gonna
wake
cast Hold Person on her.
up. Okay, give it a go. Natural 1! So like you cast this godly magic which she hasn't encountered in so long. So all of a sudden this magic strike, she's like, "Ah!" and you just see her kind of she's frozen now.
I'm gonna just hold her there while you guys do some damage.
And I was like,
Okay.
And then, as all this is happening, all of a sudden the bagpipe prince is on fire, but all of a sudden you just hear and 2 other parts of the ship explode, another fiery burst.
I look
This is
And
around.
2 other
This is her ship?
fucking halflings just come sailing out of the night and land on the fucking deck. And these 2 halflings are full clad in black, and they're both wielding 2 fucking mini swords on them.
Oh,
they're just,
shit.
like, ready. They're like, what's up? And they're just like ready to fucking go down.
Alright, I go. And an arrow right towards his head.
Alright, give it a go.
no, I'm trying to kill the. Okay, I'm still fighting.
Oh! As you just like see him land, you just react so quick and just nails him there. And you see him go down dead, and the other one's like, no! And then throws a fucking sword at you, and see if you can react and just like
Oh
stop
shit.
it.
Deck save. Oh!
So you see
Dodge
him
out of the way.
dodge, and it nails just like the mast and sticks in, and you see him just like incensed. So you see like shadows start swirling around him, and he's like, okay, what do you want to do?
Well, I got a question. While I'm holding the
Yeah.
witch, can
Yeah.
I cast a guiding bolt?
No, because
No,
like,
it breaks
it's concentration,
concentration.
so like you gotta just focus
Strong?
on that. Yeah.
I'm attacking the crabs. I missed the first time, but on my bonus attack, I went for. I got that. Do I hit? Do I do
hitting
any
the
damage?
crab?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
So what are you gonna do?
What'd you do? Oh, plus your
15.
strength.
Well,
up.
okay, so
19.
Nice.
I'm kind of
So with
trying to
that,
read
you're
my
able to
spells.
like just stab
My
one of
question
the
is, are
crabs
we
right
still
through the
on this
fucking
same boat,
head,
or are we on the
and
other
it
person's
just
boat?
like.
Which one's on fire?
And
So
another
now
gets
you're
like.
just
Which-
facing
but
the other
which
2.
asking those
Okay.
So
questions?
they're gonna roll real quick against that roll.
Okay.
They both totally
I'll go.
fail against
I'll go
you.
again.
You're gonna roll against the crabs again.
7.
Okay,
Where are the
7.
crabs at?
Underwater.
They're down below fighting Killian.
Oh.
He's just down there like fighting crabs in the water.
So are we on our boat or are we on her boat? Like,
You
which one's
guys-
on fire?
So the one that's fire is the one you're on.
11 and 9.
He's on the other one that's not on fire. So you guys are like dealing with the fire, and you're holding a sea hag. You're like focused on that. So if you break that, you can't really. So you got fire kind of licking up on you. You're dealing with these 2 little fucking assassins that just popped up. You murdered one. The other one's like looking right at you. Shadows are building around him as he's getting incensed that he killed his friend. You're trying to fight some crabs. You're on the other ship going, oh shit! So you're fighting the crabs. You're kind of like a
11
even
and
battle
9.
going down with the crabs. One kind of snatches at you, grabs one arm. You're gonna roll against the other one to see if you can like kill it while it's like trying to snatch at you. Alright. Alright, well the one has your hand, and so it thinks it's coming in for
Cut
the
its
sure
arm in
kill.
half.
Exactly. You come in and you cut it fucking clean in half, and the crabs. And the other one that still has your hand, now do a strength check against it to see if you can break out of its grasp.
That's good strength.
Oh,
Wait.
+4.
8. No, I'm
Okay,
still held.
just below. He's still got you, and he's gonna come in with the other man. We'll see if your reaction can stop it. Now,
Oh!
and
Cut
with
his arm off.
He cuts the other arm off, and the one that's holding it just kind of loosens and lets you able to react again. And, and you're able to finally cut the crab in half.
Yeah.
And you escape the fucking water. And you see
I'm going
Killian
for the
just-
boat. I'm going
you
for the
see
boat of
Killian
the
just
witch.
kind of pop up out of the water real quick.
As I take a breath.
Switch to you. All right, boom. We're back to the other people.
got-
What do we
Wait,
got going on?
can I go?
All right, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Pull my stone out, turn
Uh-huh.
it to this bow,
Uh,
and shoot the hag.
Of the hag?
Headshot.
of the hag? Okay.
Oh.
Ooh. And you go and try and shoot the headshot, and you go and shoot the stone's magic, and it goes, and as it goes near her, it just kind of, the magic just dissipates from her.
Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion. I'm gonna I'm gonna twin spell it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast one illusion of myself going to the right and attack her. I'm gonna cast one to the left going to attack her.
Her, the hag?
No, the other
The
ninja,
assassin?
my bad.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, and the arrow's gonna come in my hand, and I'm gonna charge him, and hopefully those two will distract him, and I'm gonna try to stab him right in the neck.
You have like triple advantage.
Yes.
Oh god. Nice. Plus your dex.
Yep, that gets
Nice,
it.
nice. And so with that, you're able to like, he's just so like ready for the blow from the sides. He goes to stop them like that and doesn't even see you coming from below.
And I jump up, and my arrow goes right.
Yeah. And you just see the other assassin go low.
Did you just kill the assassin?
Yep.
halfling?
I do a
And so,
backflip off
as the
and
assassins
land.
go down, you hear the captain, oh no, he's after the piece! And you look back, and there's a fucking raven minx who just popped out of nowhere. You don't even know where from. He's just on the deck making a run for the female
So
captain.
Kenku, basically.
Hold person.
Yeah. You want to try and hold person?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a
I know, yeah.
still wait save.
Okay.
15.
Plus 3. Ooh. He breaks it. You just see him like feel this kind of like hold on, and he just breaks it, and he keeps sprinting towards the fucking like the female captain.
Help me! Get him right there!
He's like,
Can I get a
"Fire my
reaction?"
captain! You want to do what?
Reaction.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Shoot an arrow dead in his head.
From where you are on the ship, seeing all this go down. Okay, give it a go.
Oh!
Plus what though?
Plus.
With a warlock
Plus
plus your
3,
charisma.
17.
Plus 5 is charisma.
Oh, yeah.
So that makes it a what?
19.
Over the 18? Alright, so you just see him from way over there, like summon like a corporeal bow, shoot it. You just see this like spiritual arrow just go sailing through the air, strike this raven minx in the legs, and ah! He turns long enough to turn around, giving the captainess long enough to jump off the ship into the water. He's now standing there like, oh, you bastard, you work for her! You traitors to all of our kind! And he turns to all of you, and all of a sudden he just dips, like all of a sudden into his own shadow, and he's gone.
It's just
Like
gone.
you just see him standing, and he like, you know, it's like shadow because there's like a little bit of daylight left. Casting behind him, you see him literally like jump like this, like backflip, like back dive into his own shadow, and he's gone.
That's baller, dude.
I run up to it. I'm investigating.
You
Do I
go
see
and look-
anything?
Nothing.
So it's gone.
I'm looking around. I look at the other
Okay,
ship.
can I go? I'm gonna climb up on
And
the.
he's still holding the sea hag.
I'm
out
climbing
of
up on the sea hag thing, the sea
Okay,
hag boat.
Killian's finally made
And
his
I go
way
like
to
I
the
this.
look
sea hag's
around.
boat.
Wait, do I look around? Do I see anything? Nothing.
I'm covered
and then
in
it goes
crab
cuts
blood.
to Killian.
Yes.
I'm covered in crab blood. I just took a few breaths. I look at the sea hag. She's ugly, right? I take both my swords and I was like,
And her head goes flying.
And with that, you just feel all the like pressure release.
Oh
So-
my god, that was perfect timing.
Is there anybody else on the boat that we can see? No. There's
It was
nobody
just
else.
this little like splinter group.
And nobody took the piece. Like,
where's the captain?
She made it. She jumped off the side.
Where is
She's
she
in the
now?
water.
the chick
The
captain?
chick captain.
I run
Can I
over.
see her from now?
Yeah. I mean, she's just right over the
Captain
side.
Lintari!
Yes, I'm okay.
I
I
help her up.
hand. Try to grab her. Help me, laddies! I can't grab her myself.
She climbs up easily out of the water.
Wait. I want to do something.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
8 plus 9, 10, 11, 12. I super jump from the little boat back on our ship.
Okay.
Is
You
our
see him
ship still on fire?
Fuck, yeah.
Splashing water on it. Everybody
And she's like
splash
climbing
water.
up the side like, what are we gonna do? It's on fire!
Splash water.
Oh,
great.
Jello.
I just used both Eldritch Blast, just max into one and just cause a whole just tidal wave and just wash the whole ship.
All right, train rules. Roll to see what you do with it.
And I'm just
Yeah.
casting mending. I'm just going. What do I
I'm gonna create 10 gallons of water because I have that ability.
17!
Just splash it all
All
over
across
the
the
boat.
deck. Just
All across the deck.
you see him like,
I just get up, and as soon
and
as I get up,
everyone's like panicking. You see Dr. Mitch just kind of like.
and here it is.
calmly,
As soon
like,
as I
just
get on the
emitting
deck,
water from his hands.
16.
Oh yeah, and he just calmly just, and he puts out all the fire. Everyone
is
else
it,
like,
is it a torrent? How strong is the water? How strong is the
Well,
water?
it's
It put it
10,
out.
No, he already
10
put it
gallons
out.
of water.
Yeah.
So it's
He's
just
literally
barrels,
pouring it.
barrels of
So,
water.
this is what I do. As soon as I superhuman jump on the ship, as soon as I get up, I think I'm dry.
Yeah.
All this water just,
Yeah.
and I'm like, God damn it, doctor! Splash,
Yes.
and I crawl back out. It's like son of a
Exactly, ambush
bitch.
is poetry.
That was
I can create 10
strong.
gallons of water or
Best
destroy
best
10 gallons
session
of
yet.
water.
Bastards!
with One Piece. Best session yet.
Bastards!
She's like,
I
oh,
look- I'm looking around.
She gets back on the deck. Yes.
And
These
I asked
are
the
my former captain's blood brothers. I told you they were after me.
Why did the
He disappeared. Where'd he go?
the Raven Mink say?
Yes. Herrick Snowfeather. He's one of the more strong ones for my husband's crew.
Why did he call you a traitor to your own kind?
Well, because, like, he thinks I'm the one trying to betray us to the Marines. But obviously, I killed my husband before he could do it. He thinks I killed my husband to keep the whole thing quiet, but why would I do this?
And what
it's
about-
so risky.
And what of that hag? What relation was her crew?
Oh, that was the mother. They all called her mother. She was a hag they encountered on an island once.
Well,
And
mother.
they made a deal with her, and she was in love with my husband.
Well, your mother. Mother's head is now sinking to the
Good,
bottom.
she was a bitch.
Yes.
Well, we handled that bitch.
Yes, I enjoyed.
Good.
Doctor, thank you for holding her.
He will probably be one of the greatest threats to our treasure hunting.
How strong is your
This
husband?
heretic, you said.
Husband is
brothers. How strong are your
They were pretty equal to him in strength, so you must be careful.
You said one is Herrick. The raven.
Hirik Snowfeather.
Snowfeather. What is the other one's name? Do you have in by chance?
Yes. Gregan Blackfoot.
Oh,
He's
yes,
the one the
Blackfoot.
Marines caught.
He was the one who was hung, supposedly.
He's the one who, yes.
Is he? So he's dead too.
Yes.
So
Where's
they
the
say,
pieces
but
at?
you say he's a problem. Explain that.
Well, getting his piece will be a problem.
Is it at the
Oh, I
Marines?
see.
Is it at the Marine headquarters?
Well, not
What?
headquarters, but the base for sure.
I can say this won't be very easy. Continue. Show us the
Yes.
way, laddie.
Yes, and then his other blood
Lassie.
brother lost his life to a dragon thinking he was strong enough to trick him.
So that'll be in a Dragon's Lair, perhaps, Sully.
Well, he's a particular dragon, this one. He thinks himself a king of the land in a far back time.
And you said this is Herrick, right?
Hmm?
Herrick is the one who fought the dragon, correct?
Barnabas Herrick.
I see.
Yes.
Alright, well, carry on, shall we?
Yes, well, luckily, in some of my travels, I was able to commandeer a traveling theater troops boat and got all of their costumes.
Oh, aye.
Which sounds silly, trust me, I know. But this dragon is so crazy, he thinks he's a true king of a foreign ancient land. So,
Oh, aye.
if you're able to dress up and trick him through your acting, you know, it might make things a lot easier to get into his land.
And what are we trying to perform?
Well, I mean, do you know how they used to speak?
The
Ye
dragons?
and verily,
Oh, aye.
ye old knights,
Old English.
kings and queens, valor, chivalry, you know?
These terms.
Your
are
suits will be very
Knightly.
extravagant, yes.
shiny.
Yes. Some of you will look like knights, others will look like pompous lords. It is all a ruse to make the dragon think you are one of his underlings, and in that he might let you pass through his land.
I'm just gonna look like a Moor.
Yeah, he's kind of crazy. Well, more than kinda, fully. But
So, and
it's
how-
fine.
How strong?
My husband and our crew had tricked him once, but then he caught on and we had to fight him. We didn't kill him, but we took out a wing. So he can at least chase us. That's good.
So he can't fly.
And he said he's like here on this island?
Not this one. His own island. I know where it is though.
Is that where we're going first, or are we going to the
Yes.
Marine?
No,
So-
first will be the dragon's lair.
So what do we do here?
Here we party and revel. Now that we got rid of Snowfeather, that was only my only concern.
Snowfeather was the mink.
We didn't get rid of him last.
He is.
Well, you killed the hag and his two little friends. It's a good start.
He
Yes.
could be back,
His
aye?
3 little friends.
Well, how does
Three
that? And I
crabs.
ask you, how did the
Oh,
mink?
them too.
Because you already had mentioned. How did the mink teleport? Does he have a elf road?
Ooh, he has a tricky devil fruit. He plays with shadows as if they are his friends. He can jump in and out of them at will.
Oh, aye.
So he can appear. He's basically can appear whenever he wants from any shadow.
When they're shadows. So at night he is powerless,
Oh, okay.
and a room that is too well lit can also be very bad for him.
So the dark's not good for him.
And the super light is also bad for him.
So super light. Well, isn't super like overwhelming light?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a big old flash all of a sudden would make it to where there's no shadow in there.
And too much darkness, he
You
can't.
can't jump in and out. It's all dark.
So
Okay,
that's
pause.
Okay. So yes, he's a very formidable foe. Luckily, he's the only blood brother left alive.
Hey, sweetheart.
So
my
my husband, he
your
had blood
husband was a
brothers.
mink.
No, he was a human, but they were blood brothers. They took oaths that they were
Oh.
going to be forever, friends and crewmates.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
of
me
them
and
was
Long, we
killed.
look at each other from a scar on our hand when we were younger.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, the journey ahead is perilous, but the reward, my friends.
It's great.
The reward is Gemma Redclaw's great cache of treasure.
I have a
Yes,
I have a
I've heard of
question.
that. I've heard of it from
What
certain things.
happens when we get all the pieces?
That Oh.
You summon a dragon.
Once we get all 3 pieces, it will allow us
Slay a
into the
dragon?
fortress on Bright Glass Island. Yes. It's an old Cyclops fortress. Yes.
Ooh.
It was an old lighthouse that they used during the Empire times.
I like it.
Oh, aye.
Okay, and what's in there?
What's in there is Gemma Redclaw's infamous treasure. She used the fortress as her own base of operations. No one knows how she got in. But my husband, he heard tale of how to get in from the front door instead of the secret one no one knows of. He gathered all 3 pieces, and before he could do it, I killed him. Because I knew he'd betray us all. And so his blood brothers knew of my betrayal to him, and they all separated and left in different directions trying to thwart my plans.
I look at you in front of the whole crew and everybody's watching, and I ask one thing, look you dead in the eye. When we succeed at this mission for you, are you going to betray us?
How could I? I need you to get me back to my ship, don't I?
Fair enough.
Yes. That's
Like-
the beauty of this trade. We need you for transport. You need us for the information and how to get in.
A pirate's life.
We can't betray each other, because if we do, we're then stranded, huh?
Eh? Aye.
My crew is very weakened. All we have is the information.
And we have the muscle.
We have them now, right?
Yes.
Well, let's just continue.
Alright, so should we are we going to finish up the night, or are we going to get ready to disembark?
I'm looking at the sun. What time do I think it is?
Basically like the sun's about to set after all these
Well,
events.
I say we rest
Mm-hmm.
and
Is there any way-
continue in the morning.
I ask you, is there any thing we can do? Is there any parts of your ship you wish to take with us to reinforce ours for the journey?
She's like, well, now with all that damage you just received, I don't even think it could be of help. I think we're gonna have to finish this, and with the rewards, I can probably buy a new one.
For us or for you?
Depends how much treasure there is, huh?
It's a gamble.
A pirate's life. Alright, the alliance is made. The deal is set. Are we ready to set off in the morning then?
Indeed. Let's all get a good night's rest, huh? Maybe
Alright.
keep some guards and make sure Snowfeather
I'll stay
tries
up.
nothing tricky again.
I'll stay up because if I see that
Alright.
Raven, I'm going to cut his beak.
Luckily, during the night, he's much weaker, so we don't have to worry as much.
Oh, aye.
But who knows what people he's recruited since the time we separated.
We minks are, and I look at her and I say, you know, we minks are born
Cut a
warriors.
log
Mm-hmm.
and just chop it into a bunch of steaks.
Whoa!
Beautiful.
That is a devil fruit I've never seen. Wow,
And I'm like,
that's amazing. How does it taste? Oh,
Missed.
May I?
it is so
Missed.
good.
Doctor,
I eat it too.
Alright, so long rest. I get.
It is pretty good, although.
doctor.
What? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, it's a frivolity.
What?
That's the arm wrestle. Frivolity as we're.
We don't need to do that. We move on.
Okay, I thought you were so
Piece of
nice.
steak.
It's like we move on.
9. You win.
No, you win. 8.
Oh, okay.
Unless what's your strength?
3, so it's 12.
Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's tied. Dead even. So
You're
we just
both-
deadlock.
You're both
I
very
just punch him in the face, like, okay.
Asshole!
Settled.
Killian, I throw you a piece of steak.
So I got 3 of those back.
Steak.
I really, really
I just start
Yeah.
purring.
Good night.
And I look at you every time you go
Right.
laugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna
In
use
the
this.
morning.
Thank you.
Use this time to
Once again.
do some research
And just repeat like that.
as I'm going back and forth.
Once again, it's such a beautiful day. The bards from the Magpie now are joining in with the bards from your crew, and everyone's just getting a good, happy cheer going on.
Stop.
What? Damn, man.
I make Killian a king wolf,
Uh-huh.
scoop water in one, make him another, put a bunch of steak.
Oh. You see Killian and Lions.
Happy. And you hear
Eating
us
his
like.
fill, just like crazy as a beast, just happy as
And you're
hell.
just hearing a loud purring.
And just the general reveille. The crews are finally conjoining, and the Alliance seems to be a good joining.
I'm just puffing on my pipe the whole time.
Yes.
I drank a lot this morning.
Are you playing any music too?
Oh, of course.
The doctor throws in a dip and just sits and reads a book.
There you go. Everyone takes up some time and relaxing before the journey continues.
And I was like, Doctor, I toss you some of my steak.
Thank you.
I go chop 6 more logs.
Nice.
I lift you up on my shoulder. I lift our halfling midgets on our
Yeah.
shoulders like
I'm just
this.
playing the harmonica.
And I'm
The
just
whole
like this with
crew's
them.
just partying even harder. They're like, oh, you know how to have fun.
You just
Yes.
see all our
Live every day like it's your last,
Lassie.
Yeah.
As you nudge me because I tried talking like you for a second. Like,
I throw you another sword.
is it just swinging in my mouth as we're dancing?
Hell yeah. And so the general reverie continues throughout most of the day. Till the captain's like, alright. It's time to come down. We're getting near the dragon's lair.
Aye.
Oh, aye.
Luckily, wasn't very far from that island.
One more
The
button
dragon
set.
likes to keep peaceful lands. So, this place here, the dragon keeps a close eye on. But like I said, if you make him happy, he might let you in. Now, I believe the other piece to be in the remnants of the ship sunken in the bottom of the atoll. Yes, my boy.
Can I really make a piece of bait?
Are you going fishing again, laddie?
You don't have a fishing pole.
We never got one.
Actually, I'm making a.
Quit fishing, laddie.
I'm not gonna fish. I'm making a piece of bait. So if the dragon finds out, I throw the bait. He chases after.
Again, this dragon is.
We'll have a okay. I like that. Keep
All right,
on.
all right,
Hold on
all
to that idea.
Hold on.
Yeah, well.
So yes, as you approach this island, you kind of notice it's not like the biggest one ever. Like the one compared to the previous island, this one's a lot smaller. And as you're kind of getting closer, you notice it's kind of like jungly, but like you notice it's weird. There's this giant gate made of like kind of wood, but really shitty wood, like a bunch of ramshackle things put together. And as you get closer, you notice it's a bunch of like ship pieces thrown together to like make like a big old wooden gate and gatehouse. And as you get closer, you notice that like it's a big gatehouse made to seem like a castle's like gatehouse, you know. But like I said, the wood is just so shitty because it's all from like different pieces of ships, different things thrown together, just kind of thrown up. And as you get closer, when you see what you think is two guards at the top of the battlements, as you get closer though, it's actually just two skeletons kind of poised there, kind of set up as guards. And like, you know, all the battlements just look really ramshackle and kind of shitty. But as you get closer, you notice all this weird accoutrements and everything, but there's no actual gate. Like it's just like this weird open, like, you know, gatehouse, unless you enter. And as you look up top, you see that it says Elysia, like as like a name of the place.
Elysia?
Elysia. And you enter, and it's just like all of a sudden a bunch of the jungle is kind of cut away, like in like a swath, like some giant creature like kind of just repeatedly plowed through this area of jungle from the gatehouse forward. And as you're kind of going forward, it just looks like tons of, you know, jungle cleared away. This big old swath cleared forward. A shitty walkway kind of built up to the sides with like wood, kind of like announcing like a trail. And as you get closer, you just see this giant like fortification of like bunch of like different ships thrown together to make like this kind of castle. Like what you think of like an old-timey castle would look like with the fortifications and everything. But it's built out of various like pirate ships. So like you see old crumbling pirate like
So basically,
pieces of mast put here.
at
And
World's
newer
End.
pieces like
At World's
a
End.
little bit, yeah, but like it's like super shitty because it just seems like it's like a bunch of like ships thrown together.
Yeah.
Is this a ship graveyard?
And the captain's like, okay, so like I said, the dragon's a bit crazy all the way, and he thinks himself a king. This is his kingdom, and he uses the ship pieces that he's used from fucking up other crews that have come looking for his treasure to build onto his kingdom.
So keep our ship away from him.
That, or just don't displease him at all.
Yeah,
Or
Captain.
You'll be fighting an adult brine dragon.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Yes, Captain. Maybe we should
Alright.
rethink this.
You said you have some get-ups for us.
I do. And she turns and there's like a chest she had lugged with like one of the crew members, and inside there's just like a bunch of like frivol like clothing like with all like the pompous lacing and everything that makes you just look like super old timey pompous lords and look stupid as shit with big hats.
Very
I
flamboyant.
like get dressed and I turn back
Feathers.
around. I look like Padme. My
Yeah.
face is all makeup. I have
Yeah.
red lipstick. I'm
Exactly.
like, what is this all about?
She says,
I
trust
just look
me, trust me. The other crews who thought it was folly, they went in and they were killed very quickly. The dragon, he's all about aesthetics and keeping the image going.
I put on
He's
this.
fucking crazy.
I put on this white cloak. It's like.
Trust me when I say, you want to try and stay in character as much as possible.
Oh, I.
Hide any sort of weapons that are like guns or anything futuristic.
Good.
Okay? He sees that, he'll flip. He'll be like, what is this heathen sorcery? Yeah, it'll be bad. I've lost friends like that.
So what about some of our crew can do illusion magic? Can we do that in the show to entertain him, or would that freak him out?
I
Who
mean,
knows? He's so insane. You'll have to decide for
So what
yourselves
is
on
the
the spot.
what is the plan going on in here?
The plan. You go in dressed frivolously. You go in, you talk to him, and hopefully he's tricked by your act, thinks you're visiting lords, just wanting to dip into his waters to experience the loveliness of his land, and in those waters is the ship.
So basically, kiss his scaly tail and hope he lets us in.
Right.
Got
And
it.
in the bottom of his atoll is a ship that, from my previous blood brother, is there at the bottom. And hopefully inside is the ship, the map piece.
I look at Niles and be
And
like,
and you haven't even seen it yet, but she finally pulls out her piece of, like, what she keeps talking about, these 3 pieces. And it's, like, attached to, like, a necklace, but it's, like, an amber. It's, like, pure amber. And it looks like a third of something. And it looks really weird. It looks like it's encasing something, but, like, you can only see a part of it. And you see just, like, the bottom kind of left half, and it kind of looks, like, round. And it kind of looks like another round. Like, kind of looks like a circular, kind of like if you were to have 2 other pieces, it'd make, like, a full circle. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So, then she's like, you see here? We find the other 2 pieces. And you can get in the temple.
I was like this. I was like on our crew. Niles, our fisherman,
Yeah.
sniper. I need you when the time comes. I'm gonna need you and me to, or you and one of us to go get the object so you can help move us through the water faster. You're the fastest swimmer out of all of us.
Crikey, that's a good idea.
Yes, and
Sometimes when I'm swimming, I'm really quick.
yes, we'll need your speed in the water to help
I can
us
do it.
because we can't breathe underwater for long.
Well, I think that Miss left out another piece of information.
Which is?
Oh, she's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, aye.
If you also please the dragon, he'll give you water breathing to get inside his atoll.
Oh, aye.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Do you know of any specific names I should mention?
He seems to have a fancy for some fella named Spartacus. I don't know who he speaks of. He seems to think he's some big shot. Some other one named Alexander the Great. I don't know. I don't know where he gets these names
Where
from.
are these names coming from? I've never heard of any pirates.
I'm with you. Like I said, he's insane. All
Oh,
right.
aye.
He
Does
does what insane
Does the
dragons
dragon
think I
have
have a bit
anything
of an
else we
idea?
should know about him? Any particulars that we might aren't ready for? Anything surprising we should know about? Anything, any randomness that he can?
Oh, I
he's
think
so-
I think I've a bit of an idea.
He's so quirky. I don't know. Some things can upset him. Some things.
Does
please him.
he have? I look at you and pause. A devil fruit?
No, that would be ridiculous. He's a dragon.
I
He's
mean,
already threatening enough.
I grab
I mean-
Killian by the shirt and pull him. I gather everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, aye. All right. I think here is the plan. We go in. We tell him we're part of Spartacus's crew. He sent us here to check out some ships, see if he'll, give us a little bit. And of course,
Okay.
we're going in to get our own stuff, but he doesn't have to know that.
obviously, Captain. Please don't
We're
brag
here.
to him.
Just, I say, leave the talking to
Whoever's good at it.
only the most charismatic, and that's why we're here. Okay.
That is not me.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
Charisma 10.
No, my charisma is negative.
I'm looking around. I sort of step up. Okay, laddies. Well, so follow me. After we put on Killian, get dressed, like I say.
She's like, I
disguise
can't go with
myself.
I'm already
you.
dressed, dude. I'm in a white.
She's like, I have to stay here on the ship.
Oh, alright. You're gonna pretend the ship to protect the ship.
No, that and he.
I was like,
aware of
Niles.
me.
Niles, watch.
Oh, aye.
Niles, make
We've
sure the
met
ship
him
stays.
before. My husband had tricked him once in the past.
But do you know where to go, lass?
Yeah, it's pretty. You'll notice it's pretty straightforward. He's built the path.
Oh, aye.
I was like,
Alright.
Niles, watch the ship because, I guess the rest of our crew.
Crikey, will do. You know I'm the eye of the crew.
Aye.
I
Fastest shot we have.
I disguise myself as a Roman gladiator.
Nice.
Yeah.
walk up and I
Likewise.
shake the captain's hand, Captain
I'm about to say,
Lentard.
these white
Yeah.
things.
She's like, good luck, my dear.
Good luck. Please don't betray us.
Well, yeah.
If you won't be here, I'll be upset.
I mean, I once again need the stuff that you're going to get.
And I just said
Turn around.
Niles, and I just made Niles basically watch her and the rest of them.
No, I thought.
Well, I was distracting her, talking to her.
Okay.
Oh, aye. Okay, well, let's get in here.
A pirate's life.
We
Yeah,
all get
enter.
dressed. And I have the most ridiculous fancy hat
Oh.
on. I have
Yeah.
a white face, red lips.
Plumey is like,
You both look very extravagant. Me and him look
And
like
you
gladiators.
fully
And you guys are all following me. I have a little bit of a limp. Just trying to look as much fancy as I like.
And as you approach, once again, it just seems to be the theme of recently, but you just hear fucking music belting from this weird wooden fortress. But this music, it seems frantic, almost like
psychotic.
not enjoyable. Like the person playing is not doing it out of joy. Like it's very just
Forced. Very forced.
This verse is just going quicker and quicker. And then you hear this kind of going. And you're like, God damn, that's loud. And you just hear this kind of just going and going and going. Until all of a sudden, switches to another instrument. And it's going even more frantically. And you just kind of hear a deep, and it's all just combining into like this terrible clatter of sound.
I think this makes me I have cat ears. As I'm just grimacing, smiling.
Oh, yes! And as you're getting closer and closer, you kind of just hear like this booming voice just laughing. Oh, that's so good! And you get closer and closer. You enter the fortress, and like the fortress is like this castle opens in this great courtyard. And at the end, you see like this dragon, but like he's like half dragon form, half dragon, kind of sitting on this throne, all fucking weird looking.
So humanoid.
But he's
dragon.
in like this weird beject like clothing with like a crown that's kind of like half sitting on his head and shit. And he's like, and you just see like a group of like 4 or 5 humans, like from like seemingly a pirate crew, because like they're not dressed well. And they all have different instruments that seem really old and out of date, and like they don't really know what they're doing with them. And you see each one like just looking terrified, and the one playing right now is just like, and then he's like, and then like the next one plays, he's like, your turn, and then they start playing, and he's like, oh, you lose, and also he just breathes like a pile of like his acetic like sea foamy brine breath. And just melts away the whole group of them. So fun! Yes! Entertainment! And he turns and says, oh, hello?
I take the deepest bow
Oh.
possible.
Likewise, noble dragon king.
Fancy lord!
I message
Noble
message you.
dragon king. I say like
And you see like spit some brine, and like over in the corner, and like part of like the wall that was standing there just melts away because it's like wood. And he's like,
Your Highness!
oh, yes, I like you. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm a bit of an
Welcome
inspector,
to
you see.
Elysia.
Oh,
I
thank
am
you.
King Magamooga.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I've been looking here. I've been sent from Spartacus himself.
Oh, Spartacus.
As you can see here,
The
this is
great.
our crew. Yes,
He
is.
was the most noble of them.
Oh, I.
A slave turned into
Oh,
king.
I. Yes.
Wow.
Best friends with Alexander the Great. I know him. I know him.
What?
Yeah. Oh,
Both?
I turn around and say, I'm like,
yes, he was both great noble
Yeah,
warriors.
man, he was
Oh,
amazing.
Roll
I
deception.
inspire the.
oh, I.
Fuck me.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Support.
He's like-
support.
I got a 3.
Oh.
Okay,
did
I'll
I.
support him.
So 2 good rolls, 2 bad. It evens out to him being like, well, both Spartacus and Alexander.
Oh, I. It's a little bit of a long
And you see
story.
Mother Claw like,
Anyway,
Very noble, very strong.
Anyway, we were sent here, and I cast prestidigitation, and I pull out a piece of paper,
Oh.
has scribbles on it.
ah.
We were sent here to find some more a ship, a specifically ship that
Oh.
Spartacus was sent for, and I put the paper away.
Who sent you?
Spartacus, my captain.
Was it him or Alexander?
Oh no, Alexander is just his friend. I'm talking about Spartacus. This is our group.
Wait, they're friends?
Oh, I.
I thought one sent you and you knew the other.
We knew
Oh,
both.
aye.
sir.
Ah.
Anyway, continuing on. We were here for a bit of a fancy ship. Do you mind if you're having a bit of inspection? Again, I pull out a piece of paper and put it back. Just me and my crew here. It's only about 5 or 6 of us.
Nice. Roll insight.
Something we can entertain your lordship with in a fair trade. If that would be in your most noble, respected terms.
No.
What's my charisma? Oh gosh.
What's your charisma?
+3.
Yeah, you got like.
Okay. And so with that, he's like, Oh.
Oh, aye.
Yes, I trust that. I like these great lords. Yeah.
It is to my understanding that you have a bit of a underwater den here.
Oh, yes. And he points over. You see there? That's where I keep all my playthings.
Oh, aye. Well, if you
And
could.
you see like a pile of like ships just like crashed in on each other in a giant pile inside of like a kind of little lagoon.
Well,
Most impressive, fair king.
I pull out a bag
Yeah.
and I chink it. It's all of our gold, and I say, "Well, Spartacus will be able to pay you if we find a nice little ship here."
And as you're chinking it, he reaches out, and as he reaches out, like you feel a pull on the bag, like magnetically. He's like, "Oh, I like shiny."
Oh yeah, it's real. And
he's pulling on it, pulling on it, and you can roll and see if you can put it back in your bag.
Hey. Can I give him
He's
some
like,
more?
"Oh, I like it."
So
And
he
he pulls the
shakes
whole
it.
bag to himself. He's like, "Hee."
Well, but remember, Spartacus will be a little. He's only wanting a little bit of a ship. That's. But if it's not here, I'm not sure. We could take our business elsewhere.
Well, you're right. Well, how about, since I have the gold now, you go see if your thing's there. If it is, I'll give you the money so Spartacus is happy. I'll give you part of it back, or most of it. Who knows?
That's so noble of you. Thank you,
give
a
us
great
2,000
dragon. As we all know,
What did you ask?
low.
I just bow.
Nothing.
As put his head down, he said you're the most noblest of dragons. As I'm manhandling our captain for the
Please
third
show us
time.
the way.
Please.
Your
Okay.
Highness.
And he's laughing. He's like, okay, okay. I like this shiny. He's like counting.
I message the doctor.
And you see him just kind of like toss the bag over his shoulder.
And I look at you. I look
and
at
you
you
see him
both of you.
toss
I'm
the
like,
bag over the shoulder, like you kind of look past, like where he's sitting, and you just see a fucking fat pile of like gold and other fucking just shiny.
And others look like-
I make a mental note to that.
And he's like, yeah.
Show us the way, please.
Okay.
please, most noble
I'm so
dragon.
sorry, but I did not catch your name. My name is Gunter Greencloud. How can I help? How can I meet you, please?
Oh, you can meet me however you want. My name's Magamooga. Yeah.
Most noble name.
But you can call me King Magu.
King Magu. Most noble King Magu.
Yes.
You are a very impressive
It's a
dragon.
pleasure to meet you. This is my crew. We're the Washoku Crew.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy. I've
Oh,
never
I-
heard of that name.
Oh, you will soon. Not worry. Please. Unfortunately, me and my crewmates.
Washoku.
Oh, aye. It's bits
What
from.
culture does that come from?
Oh, I'm not sure. It just sort of came to me.
You
I
know,
mean-
because like from what I know,
It's from Turkey.
because I don't know much other than English, because we haven't explored much of the known world, so Washoku Crew.
It's probably not a language. Anyway, none of us can even speak. Anyway, none of us can even breathe underwater. So, could you help us out there a little bit?
Oh, okay.
Can
you
we-
have anything else?
Can't really inspect without being able to breathe.
Yeah, I mean, do you have anything else?
Oh, what do you mean? Anything else?
Shiny.
I gave him the rest of my gold, which is just 25 pieces, and silk rope because it's very pretty and silk is wrapped up. Your royalness with this
He
small.
magnetizes it to himself? Yeah.
I pull out a little pouch of like 50 gold.
Oh, okay. And he throws it behind his shoulder.
Gotta get rid of my
And you just see
gold.
him kind of just like use his hand like, "Yeah." And then all of a sudden you guys just get like these weird air bubbles pop up around your heads. Explore it as much as you like.
Thank you, most
I
noble.
dive in.
All right, and we dive in the water.